What's up, YouTube? This is Ben Nelson here with Grizzly Bear Gear, and today I'm just real quick going to do a review on something I've added to my collection a few months back, and I really like it. So I'm going to do a gear review on the Tru Fire Hardcore. This is the fold back with the nice plush leather strap. That's the one I use. There's another option that's a little bit cheaper. It's offered on my website, grizzlybeargear.com. Both, we have this one and a slightly less expensive one. The only difference is the strap. So that to me was worth like it was like an extra $10. So to me, I think it's worth it. It's really comfortable. This is arguably the best strap of any of the wrist strap releases that are out right now. I'm going to be coming out with, I have a few handheld releases and a couple back tension releases, so I want to do reviews on all of them, but I think this one, for a price point, I generally see these selling at stores for around $80, $75, $80, so for the price, this is a really good release, guys. The Tru Fire Hardcore. Again, there was the two versions with just different strap styles, but the guts of this release are, I mean, they're really good stuff. Let me see here if we can get some more light. Excuse me for 1 second to get some more light over here. Alright, that should do it. No fancy edits or anything. So if you look here, you can see the way that this is designed. So you can actually take that and fold it back, and it's going to stay put. What that's great for, guys, is if I'm going out in the woods, I can put my release on before I get to my stand, and I can keep that tucked up underneath my sleeve. So I know a lot of guys do this. That's something that Tru Fire has actually incorporated into their design, though. So I think that's a really nice thing to have. Not a critical thing, but it's nice. This release as a whole, especially for the price, guys, is just excellent. It's very well made. What it does have, so it has a claw style head as opposed to like a dual caliper design. Let me see. I got a dual caliper kind of looking wrist strap release here. This one was mine back in the day. Also a Tru Fire. I've had this thing for 14 years, and every once in a while I like to still put it on and fling some arrows with it. I'm sentimental about my archery equipment, I'm sure you can relate. So that's like the dual caliper. The thing I found with this is once in a blue moon, it would actually get hung up on the D-loop for a split second, especially if you're running. So I know some guys run those debatable metal D-loops that you can just screw on. It did that with this real bad. When I was a kid, I got one of those D-loops. They don't work real great. I don't recommend them. This kind, though, is obviously when you pull that trigger, it's just kicking all the way out of the way, so there's no chance that gets hung up. The big advantage, though, is when you're hunting. I'll kind of demonstrate it here real quick with my rig. So when you're hunting and you're using this release, it's going to be a little bit faster to get on your D-loop, because all you got to do is just hook it on. You don't have to open and then put it on the loop and then close it like you would with the dual caliper design. With this guy, you can just real quick hook it onto the D-loop and you're ready to rock. So I mean, I think it's a great feature to have that kind of head design. In addition, it does have all the adjustability you would want. You simply spin it, you can twist it, and it'll increase in length, or you can twist it down and shorten it up a bit. I haven't been shooting a lot of wrist straps lately. I've been using my handheld and my back tension releases, but this is the one that I use when I use the wrist strap. I like to just use different things. I think it keeps me honest as a shooter. But my girlfriend's been using this one as well lately, so it's all the way down to its very shortest for her. I wouldn't recommend this as a ladies release. It is on the bigger side. My girlfriend, though, she's about 5'10", so she has good sized hands for a woman archer, so she can get away with using this, is what I'm saying, and not all women would, but you can definitely go try. So it does have that length adjustability. It also has trigger sensitivity and trigger travel adjustability. So you can, it has all of the features that you would find in a $150 wrist wrap release. So this is my recommendation. We do carry them, like I said, on grizzlybeargear.com. What we do at grizzlybeargear.com is we have found all of the products that we like best. I worked in a bow shop, one of the biggest bow shops in the country, and these were some of the products that I just felt really good about selling to customers. I never had to lose sleep. There's sometimes guys would come in and buy things that I knew weren't necessarily the best, and what I've done on my website is I've put all the things that I believe in, all the things I use in one spot, and that's on grizzlybeargear.com. So I just kind of helped out with the research, and then I'm posting articles, and we're going to be doing more and more of these videos and gear reviews and how-tos for you guys as well. So that's what we're doing. Please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button here on YouTube. It really will help me out. Plus, then as I post new videos, you will get a notification. If you don't subscribe, what are you doing? You're not going to get a notification when I come out with the next gear review. And to give you a preview of that, there's two things I want to do reviews on. So the first is I wrote an article about this a couple months back, so you can find that in the articles section of my website, grizzlybeargear.com. But something that I would like to discuss is how to actually set up your stabilizers. So especially if you're going to try to run one of these new sidebar, back bar, whatever you want to call them, I want to teach guys how to set this up, how to get it all rigged up right. I know that it's fairly new, especially to the planet bow hunting. Target archers have been doing that for a while, but I think most bow hunters are the concept's new to them to run a sidebar on their bow. So that's about it, guys. Again, that product was the Tru Fire Hardcore, and this one, at least in the review, is the deluxe one, the one with the plush leather strap, as opposed to the thinner camouflage strap, which it basically just doesn't have the padding this one does. Oh, and I forgot to say this just real quick. I prefer a buckle if I'm shooting a wrist strap release. The reason is with the Velcro, when you're out hunting, if you got to adjust this at all, man, that's loud. If you're out there on a cold November morning, that sound just carries. I couldn't stand it. The other nice thing about using a buckle is there's all the holes, and you simply put it back in the same one every time, and that way you ensure that everything's exactly the same. You don't want excuses with your equipment. And when I was younger and I was shooting these Velcro wrist strap releases, sometimes it's on too tight, sometimes it's a little loose. I strongly suggest that you go with a buckle. It's quiet and more consistent. That's about it, guys. Tru Fire Hardcore. You can definitely find it at grizzlybeargear.com and buy it from me. It would help me out. Again, subscribe to this channel and you will get notifications as I come out with a new gear review. I'm hoping to do one every single day this week, and then there's going to be more. The gear reviews are kind of simpler for me with making these videos. Like I said, there's not going to be any fancy edits. I'm just doing reviews and telling you guys what's up. With some of the videos to come after this first week of everyday videos, then they're going to be how-tos. Those ones are taking me a little bit longer. They're in progress, but they're not finished yet. So you're going to have to hit the subscribe button to know when they come out. Thanks again, guys. Good luck to you, and shoot straight.